Hey, welcome back friends, Techtail here, and today I have an update to my loot from 5,000 gem rocks in Prifddinas. Now, they changed this up a lot with the mining and smithing rework, so I decided to go ahead and get loot from 5,000 all over again from scratch. It did take me about 16 hours. I will go over my equipment really quick for you guys though. I did use the Magic Golem outfit and a tier 90 pick. Doesn't really matter what tier 90 pick you are using as long as you are using an Elder Rune +5 or better, because none of the perks really do anything for the gem rocks. Also used Grace of the Elves with a Luck of the Dwarves ring. This is not really helping with mining at all, but it does occasionally spawn errant spirits, and there's nothing else really worthwhile to have on your inventory. So might as well wear the Grace of the Elves and the Luck of the Dwarves combo. Mining cape doesn't really increase anything. Threw it on there just because it's part of my mining outfit though. The next thing that you are going to want, not essential though, is the gem bag upgraded. This is just so that you can store all your gems. All you have to do is whenever you get a lot of gems in your inventory, just click on it and it will store them all into the bag. This can store 60 of each kind of gem all the way up to Dragonstone. You can use the lower leveled one, it just doesn't store Dragonstone, so you will have to bank a little bit more often. But honestly, the bank is right here, right next to us. So not that big of a deal if you do choose to bank, but it does save you a little bit of time to have the gem bag upgraded on, and it means you don't have to run back and forth the bank, so it makes it slightly more AFK. That being said, you can see in the background that I have been mining this entire time. Clicked maybe 3 times since I started this intro, and I am still mining at a pretty decent clip. So this is extremely AFK thing to do. And you can get all the way up to Onyx gems from this. So let's go ahead and just get into the loot for you guys. So I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I felt like I was a Onyx magnet during this. It just dropped so many Onyxes. I'm not sure if this is based on your mining level or something like this, but I got 26 Onyxes. As you can see from the price check here, that's 28 million GP. Yeah, that's a little bit unbalanced, and also this is the ALK price. The ALK price of an uncut onyx is 1,080,000, so they're already at ALK price. These cannot go any lower. It's not possible for this to get any worse unless they change the ALK price of onyxes, which would be highly suspicious and weird. But to get 26 of them, I feel like I must have gotten super lucky or something like that. I also got 546 uncut Dragonstones, as you can see. 1,009 uncut diamonds. 1,268 rubies. 1,096 emeralds. And 1,055 sapphires. Realistically, though, the majority of the money is coming from these onyxes. So it depends on your specific luck how many onyxes you are going to be getting. But honestly, from Reddit, I've been seeing that people typically get 1 to 1.5 onyxes per hour. So just from the onyxes, you're already looking at least 1.5 million GP per hour if you are getting that rate. It seems like a pretty strong consensus that that is the rate that you do get onyxes. So I would just go ahead and expect that to be right. That means the drop rate for onyxes is probably somewhere around the 1 in 250, 1 in 300 mark. From this test, it was more around the 1 in 200 mark. So I'm about 50% over the amount to be expected. I am going to go ahead and sell these all in GE just to make sure the prices are pretty reliable, but I don't expect to be losing too much money out of this 38 million GP on the GE. Just finished selling everything on the GE and ended up with 37.6 million GP. Honestly, not bad at all. I will show you the prices that they all went for. Onyxes went very good. ALK price as expected because so many of them are flooding into the game that it's basically at ALK price already. Dragonstones went for 10k, diamonds 2k, rubies 800, and sapphires and emeralds not a whole lot. So as you can see, the majority of the money actually comes from the top 3 gems because you actually get the same amount of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds In case if you're an Iron Man and you're curious of a decent way of getting all these gems, this is actually probably going to be a pretty quick way of getting all these gems. Dragon stones also are dropped very, very commonly. If you need any dragon stones, like say you need an inventory of glories or something like that, you can expect to get them probably in your first 10 to 15 inventories. You should be able to get 28 dragon stones. In case if you are interested in getting a bunch of glories, amulets for some reason, like teleporting to Edgeville or whatever. Onyxes are a little bit rarer, but honestly with the rate of onyxes that I was getting, they're not really that rare. Looking at 1 in 200, a lot of people were saying it's more around the 1 in 250, 300 range, so I got a little bit lucky, but still, really good money even if you didn't get the insane onyx drop chance that I got. Realistically, probably should be looking at somewhere between 1 million and 1.5 million GP per hour. I personally, with this test, got 2.3 million GP per hour, so I'm obviously ecstatic about this. Hopefully you guys get just as lucky as I do if you decide to go and mine some gem rocks though. If you just let me know down in the comments what drop rate you are getting with your onyxes and whether or not I'm a lucky son of gun or if everybody else is getting the same thing. Also make sure you leave a like if you enjoy this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see the rest of my content. As always though, have a good one.